What's your name, sorry? Daniel. Quebec 3 and I, 3 and I. Quebec Saints. Okay, we're here on field. What field is it? Field 2. All right. The women's Division 2 Grand Final. My last name? Yeah. Slater Jevi. Yes, hi Daniel. Daniel Patrick. Hello. Oh, that's better. Yeah, yeah. Yep, okay. Yep. If there's an awkward silence or something. Yeah. I know, watched enough and played enough to fill the gaps. I've like been around the sport since I was 5. So pretty good. Yeah. That's why the context's important. Like knowing like they're both undefeated teams coming in, it's gonna be a big game. Quebec.
I'll give you a countdown. We're going to go on.
Okay.
Just wait till they break away.
Yep.
Okay, and 3, 2, 1.
Final game here on Field 2 at the United States Australian Football League 2023 National Championships. It's the grand final here in the Women's Division 2 as the undefeated 3-0 on both sides Quebec Saints take on the Austin Crows in the final game here on Field 2 before everything shifts over to Field 1 for the Men's and Women's Division 1 Grand Final. Patrick Machado joined alongside by Daniel on special comments and will probably be taking a little bit of lead throughout the game. It's been a long day for me.
Yeah, thanks, Patrick.
So thank you for joining me. It's always a pleasure to have someone to talk to.
No, it's a pleasure to be here, Patrick. Obviously, as you said, it's a very exciting game. Both teams undefeated going in. Austin, obviously, we know, have a very strong football side in the men's, and obviously the women are looking to get the championship points here today before the men. So it's looking forward to an exciting game.
Been a very exciting weekend here in Bradenton and Sarasota, here at the Premier Sports Campus in Lakewood Ranch. Umpire in the center of the circle tosses it up into the air, and we're underway here in the Division 2 Women's Grand Final. It's pretty contested to start. Kick forward with the wind. It's a very strong crosswind that's only begun to pick up, say, wind gusts in the 20 to 25 mile an hour range. How does this play into each team's strategy?
Obviously, we have Austin going with the wind, so they're going to be looking to hold a lot more players back behind the ball. Oh, sorry, Quebec with the wind. So as you can see, the ball's carrying a lot further today. So the ball will be going over the back of contest, so this is very good by the Quebec forward line, just holding it in. But Austin want to be very careful to not get caught too far in front of the ball, because the ball will carry over the back. So just something to be mindful of. And yeah, obviously Austin are going to face a bit of difficulty going forward against this breeze, but as they're doing now, they're chipping it up, and that's a good mark by Lisa Regetz right there. Not the best kick, but hopefully they can work it up and just chip it into the breeze. It'll play a big factor today.
So stuck on the outside of the 50 for the Quebec Saints, rolling towards the boundary line, picked up by Lindsay Terse, pushed out further, stuck over at the wing, hurried kick, pops up into the air. You can see when you kick in that direction, the ball sort of just dies.
That's a good contest by Hayley Jones for Quebec, just getting it forward. And now we have Elizabeth Toms, good kick up from Austin. Contest here on the wing, it's very contested. Number 11, Jaden Sosa, holding it in, and we have a stoppage here at centre half forward for the Quebec team.
Umpire is going to call for the ball. And
obviously, number 58, Joanna Rutkowski, is a very dominant ruckwoman here.
Umpire takes a tumble as it moves forward towards Quebec's 50, and caught up in the contest, they'll throw it up once more.
Very even pace so far between these two teams.
Quebec won the tap. Still unable to break this scrum. Tapped forward.
Number 30, Elizabeth Tom's having an absolute impact here early. She's been on the end of a few rebound 50s, getting it out of there for the Austin Crows. Hopefully they can capitalise on her work in defence.
Able to get boot to ball straight to Jacqueline
hit there.
Schaefer. Pump back towards the Quebec 50. Handball out of congestion, wrapped up in the tackle. Matilda Anderson got it.
Great tackle.
And she's gone. It's holding the ball. Quebec, Austin will get the free. Quebec. Had it right the first time. Here's the service inside 50. Dropping the mark with a Crows player.
Heather Sapiro coming out of defensive 50 for Austin. They've been really solid, Austin's defense. Quebec have just been getting it in there with this strong breeze.
Top of the square. Got hands to a ball. Tackle from behind. And waiting for the signal.
There'll be a push in the back. Free kick to Austin.
About 3 minutes into this opening half. Still waiting for the game's first score. Little handball out wide to Haley Jones. It looks like Quebec's going to get a free kick here.
And the recipient of this...
Handball out to Haley Jones. She's going to give it the ride towards goal. Straight down the middle. Quebec first blood. One straight 6 to Saints. Austin Crows yet to score. Haley Jones with the first goal of the game on the Watch AFL scoreboard.
That was very smart and very unselfish from Olivia von Gerath there. Giving the handball, obviously knowing her distance and her skill capacity, and handballing it off to Haley. That's very good team football, which results in a goal. So drawing first blood today are the Quebec Saints women in this title matchup. And the winds are dying off a little bit now, though obviously, as we can see, Patrick, it does play a massive role in this game. You can see that ball carry just straight through, so we can see if Austin respond.
A west-southwest wind sustaining at about 10 to 13 miles an hour with gusts up to 20, the weather report for today. Crows out of defense, playing it to the opposite wing. Crows give chase. On the ball is Rachel Wellborn.
Good tackle there, number 11.
Umpire crosses his arms and he'll ball it up just in front of us at the commentary box. About 5 minutes into this opening term. Still just the one goal for Quebec. Picked up by Megan Rye.
Good kick.
Gives it a kick just to the edge of 50. Over to the near side wing. Picked up by 35. Don't have that number on here, unfortunately.
It's a very hot contested ball at the moment.
They'll be holding the ball on the, I believe, on the Crows. Yeah, she tried to get boot to ball, but dropped it under pressure.
Matilda Anderson here. Will she be in range to have a shot with this breeze? It is coming across from a left to right, as Patrick said. This may be a tough kick, and she centers the ball, but it's coming back. And that will be a...
Still fighting for it on the line. No signal from the goal umpire yet as it moves towards the near side pocket.
And that's a
kick down into space. They still fight for it. Handball out. Gives it a ride as Megan Rye, and
that will go out of bounds.
Should be out on the full.
And we will have the kick in by Deanna Sosa for Austin. She will kick it in. It's out on the full, so free kick. Against this breeze, this is a very tough kick. It's tougher than it looks.
So many teams have gotten caught up on the kick-ins here. The repeat possessions given away. It's like the ball is magnetized to this near side wing.
Good throw in there by the boundary umpire. Great tackle.
Still unable to gain some space. A real contested ball. Squirts out the back. Chasing after it. Gaining some space. Little kick to the top of the square. Missing the mark was that Austin Crows player. Going down to ground was Autumn Swinger. It'll be a free kick the way of Austin.
Ball up. Inside. Quebec's forward 50. Umpire throws it up. Good contest by the Austin ruckwoman there. And Austin seemed to be working it out by hand. Number 7, number 40, we have Leanne Medingby. Sorry for the pronunciation. And a kick out on the full by the Quebec ruckwoman.
So it wouldn't be the first time that I mispronounced the name on the air.
So we'll have Elizabeth Toms again for the Austin Crows. Oh no, we're going to have a throw-in. Must have been touched.
So still stuck deep inside the Quebec attacking 50.
Both teams finding it really hard right now to exit this pocket with the breeze just pushing it in.
Goes out front. The kick from Caroline Ledoux was smothered.
And we have
across the face for a behind.
A point by Haley Jones.
So it's 1-1-7. The Quebec Saints. Austin Crows yet to score on the Watch AFL scoreboard, the official international streaming partner of the AFL. And special thanks to Tasmanian for sponsoring the USAFL and Gridiron Productions for providing the sights and sounds all weekend from Field 1 on the Coopers Field and here on Field 2. The work of our camera people and stream engineers. Without them, none of this would be possible.
And the kick in just missing the target, so Quebec have another opportunity if they can work it out. But Austin get the kick out of defensive 50 for the first time in a while. Hot ball at the moment, and that will be holding the footy. That is a fantastic tackle by the Quebec Saints player. I can't quite see the number. But they went to forward 50 again, looking for another score, taking advantage of this wind early in the first half.
Good spoil by the Crows defender. Isabel Kleinbub immediately provides the tackle. Umpires will give the free kick away to Austin. So short kick. Good mark there.
By Barbara Williamson.
And Williamson has been playing excellent in the ruck all weekend. Kick up the near side, the far side, takes a bounce. Friendly for Quebec. Soccered off the ground. Giving chases Rebecca Cameron of the Saints. Austin comes away with the footy,
that's a
taken down
fantastic
as she
tackle.
tackled, and it's holding the ball.
Quebec's physicality and tackling so far has been superb. Every time Austin have the ball, they're under pressure and having to kick it very quickly. So the Quebec women doing a fantastic job of applying that pressure.
Intercept mark taken by Tomes, goes down the line. Missing the mark was Lissa Regets. Now on to the Crows end of the ground. Quebec works by hand. Into the corridor.
And number 7 with pace, hitting it, Lindsay Terse, moving it forward for Austin. Again with the handball, fantastic by Terse. To Rachel Wellborn, and we've got it forward. Austin with a chance. Jessica Linecki bouncing. And a goal, I believe. A goal for Austin. Moving it to the other end.
Right.
Fantastic by number 33, Olivia Parsons, I believe. The kicker of that goal. Fantastic pressure by the Austin women and work rate to get it to the other side of the field. Lindsay Terse with repeat efforts, really hitting the ball, just scrapping it forward. And that's what they have to do today, Patrick, against this wind. It's not going to be pretty, though if they can just keep getting the ball forward, being scrappy, and getting those sorts of goals, they're in with a real chance in the second half.
Halfway through this opening term, Austin Crows get a goal on their first real foray inside attacking 50. Back to a 1-point game. It's 1-1-7 the Saints. 1 straight 6 the Crows on the Watch AFL scoreboard. On the ball is Gwyn. Matilda Anderson gives it a kick forward. That one's going to bounce to the boundary line. Stopped there by the Crows player and tackled with the ball is Ashley Twyman.
We have a free kick holding the ball.
So with the way this wind is blowing, it'll be interesting to see if she tries to kick around the corner. It's really her only real option at this point with this sharpened angle, other than going back and trying to find somebody a little further out but centered.
And
there might be a fifth.
Not quite sure what's happening here. The umpire seems to have had a conversation with the boundary umpire. We're having a throw-in instead. The ball went out before the tackle happened, I believe. So we'll have a throw-in here in Quebec's forward 50.
Punched down by Williamson. Over to Lindsay Terse. Near side kick. This one's going to bounce and roll all the way to the boundary. Saved by the Quebec Saints player. Trying to swing around was Joanna Rotowski. And it's over the line.
I believe we have a free kick to Terce.
So infringement spotted.
I'll actually be going the way of Hayley Jones for Quebec. So we'll see what she can do with this crosswind. It will be a very difficult kick. We'll see if she centres the ball or has a shot. Maybe a bit too far out with this wind.
Directing her teammates in position. She's going to center one to the top of the goal square. Off hands. Crumb down to Haley. I believe it was number 35 that it was crumbed down to. Unfortunately, I wish I knew what her name was. Don't have it on the sheet.
But we have a mark by Stella Anderson in the goal square. Fantastic from... We don't have number 35 on the sheet. And we have an unfortunate miss from straight in front by Stella Anderson. This wind obviously playing a bit more of a factor than you can see on the broadcast.
So it's 1-2-8. The Quebec Saints 2-point lead. Austin Crows 1 straight 6. About 5 minutes left in this first half of play.
Heather Sapiko with the kick in.
Kicked out wide.
Elizabeth Toms again with the repeat possessions. Breaking another tackle and getting the ball forward. Been a real bedrock in defence here for the Austin Crows.
Low dribbling kick. Mark able to be taken. Lissa Rejets with the kick forward. Spoiled to the line by Hayley Jones. It remains in play. Centers one inside 50. Has a bounce. Off the hands of some Crows. They're going to bring this one all the way to the near side boundary line.
Oh, good work.
Trying to find the line. In the AFL, that would be insufficient intent. This one, it's just a throw-in.
Good work by Lindsay Terce there. Obviously under pressure. The Quebec, as I said before, tackling pressure has been fantastic this first quarter. Unable to pick up the ball. Just keep getting it forward and results in a boundary throw-in.
Ball goes over the rucks. 35 tries to get hand the ball.
Toms again with the kick.
Well, we're out. So I thought we had some technical difficulties, but we're still on.
So Toms to Rigettes for Austin, and that's a great intercept mark by Hayley Jones for Quebec, and she centres it straight away with a massive kick, but that will be out of bounds on the full. So Austin will regain possession and be looking to exit. Quebec have had a few opportunities here with this wind, which they haven't capitalised on. But they still have the lead by 2 points.
Kick in by Austin. Bouncing ball. Picked up. And this is Megan Rye. No, excuse me, this is Diana Sosa.
Isabel Senecal with the kick inside Quebec again, re-entering their forward 50, looking for a score, and big hit there. Ball dribbles forward, and we have Lindsay Terce again being very influential. And Austin again, their defence has been able to withstand this pressure and just keep exiting the ball.
Williamson handballs it forward. Now the kick to the wing, takes a bounce, goes out of bounds on the full. Quebec back inside 50. Austin brings it to ground.
Toms again with the gaining possession and a kick out by Heather Sapiro. Great mark, great contested mark there. Quebec re-enter the forward 50. One-on-one contest in the square. And that's a great tackle by number 9, Stella Anderson, really to force out of bounds. And the ball still hotly contested in the pocket, no team able to take advantage of it, and that will dribble out of bounds for a boundary throw-in here in Quebec's forward 50 pocket.
Closing stages, first term. Nearing the first half siren here. 2-point lead for Quebec. Tap down to ground. Only Crows in the area of it. Gain some space down the wing.
Great mark by number 12 there, Jacqueline Schaefer for Austin, going back with the flight. Real courageous there.
We'll look towards the middle of the ground. Kick goes straight to Haley Jones. Haley Jones spots a person inside 50. Uncontested grab there.
And that's a fantastic mark, going back with the flight. Number 35, whose name we don't have on the stat sheet, though that is a fantastic pack mark there. A few bodies have gone down, hopefully no one's injured, and it looks like everyone's gotten up. And she plays on and has missed to the right side. Quebec really not taking the most of their opportunities here. This win's obviously difficult, but
you can see it on the posts.
Yeah.
So lead now out to 3 points. 1-3-9 the Saints. 1 straight 6 the Crows. So mark for the Crows, able to get the hands underneath the ball.
And right now they'll just be looking to run out this half and not let Quebec have any more opportunities. Ball gets played on and we have a contested ball here.
It'll be a holding the ball free and Austin will get the chance to move forward. Not much time left in it.
Austin looking to just slow the ball, send it down the line here, make it very contested. We have a great mark there by the ruckwoman, Williamson. And she moves it on quickly. And Austin could have a chance here if they move it quick late in the term. Lindsay Turse has been huge for the Crows here. Good link-up play here by Austin to number 19, O'Hara. She gets back off her mark, looks to move it on very quickly. Contested ball here. Turse moving forward, and great tackle there by the Quebec defender. Another great tackle, run down, number 27, Nguyen. Sorry for that pronunciation, but fantastic tackle.
Olivia Parsons taken down.
Dying stages here, Quebec moving it forward, and that's a great drop mark there by Toms, but she recovers and kicks it forward to Turse. O'Hara there, greatly contested by number 55, Haley Jones. And Austin able to regain possession and move forward through Turse. O'Hare with the ball now. Quick kick forward. Ball still live. And they're able to keep it alive, but it looks like we will have a stoppage here. Free kick actually going the way of Austin women at their centre half forward line.
So maybe 1 or 2 kicks left in this half.
Really not much time.
Sends one to the top of 50. Ball takes a couple bounces. I think the siren did go on our field. So that's the end of the first half here from Field 2 in the final game between the Quebec Saints and the Austin Crows to decide the Women's Division 2. It's a 3-point lead for the Saints, 1-3-9, 1 straight 6 the Crows.
Now the story of the game here is obviously Quebec weren't able to take the most of their opportunities in front of goal, so will Austin be able to convert, and with this very strong breeze, which gives them a favourable advantage, will they be able to make the most of the opportunities and take this game, or will the Quebec defence be strong enough to stop them? That's the real question here today.
Well, we'll find out in about 5 minutes when half 2 begins. You're watching the Women's Division 2 final game here at the USAFL 2023 National Championships.
Thank you so much, dude.
we able to go a quick selfie? Hang on, we'll do it this way. Grab up more this way.
Yeah, let me get your info.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Yeah, if you thank you. I was like, yeah. Oh yeah. Even just being around it. Yeah. My number is 213-551-6255. And my name's just Daniel. I can put my last name in if you want. Okay. But yeah, more than happy. So I'm like sunburnt as at the moment, so I was like, I don't want to be doing boundary. I didn't put sunscreen on for our game, so I was like, oh, this actually works out well. This wind is actually crazy. I had like a set shot yesterday and I was kicking that way. Oh, yesterday was bad, but this is probably worse. And you can't see it on the broadcast. Unless you see the post, you can see the post like bending. But look at the flags, it's coming directly at us. I had a set shot from like 20 out and I butchered it because the wind was just, oh. About like iconic Australian like commentary lines. Yeah. Like there's one which like someone was out of bounds and the boundary umpires didn't call it. And it's like that was out of bounds.
I love BT.
That was the debate. Oh, obviously no BT.
Oh,
Wait.
He's been unbearable.
Gigi. Boy.
Better sing out like Tarzan.
At the end of the game, I would be like, shout out to the LA Dragons. I'd just like to thank my parents. Thank the USAFL. Oh, okay, players are going out.
Oh, fuck me. Stepped out.
Huh? Has he actually? Alright, we're back on.
I'm gonna just let you do this one. Wanna welcome us back? Oh, shit.
Alright, and the ball is live, contested here at the start of the second half of the Women's Division 2 Grand Final between the Quebec Saints and Austin Crows women's teams. And we will have a stoppage here on the centre wing. Obviously, Austin Crows are now going with the breeze to the right of your screen. And as we talked about in the first half, Patrick, this breeze has been very influential so far.
Williamson won the tap. Terse backs it up further.
O'Hare with the kick forward. And that's a great contest by both players there. We will have another boundary throw in.
And Woodford couldn't take the mark.
Ball up. And the Rucks have been battling hard all day. Very even contest so far. And the ball will tumble out of bounds for another stoppage. Boundary throw in.
So you knew that boundary throw in was coming just a couple seconds too early.
Yeah, exactly. Not the best throw in there, but it goes over the back and we have a live ball here. Very contested. Both players trying to get it up and we have it out to number 55, Hayley Jones. Off to Lindsay Terse, who will dribble it out of bounds. try to keep it in there, but that will be another throw-in. So a very heavily contested game at the start of this second half. We will see if Austin can capitalise on this very strong breeze going to the right and get in front.
There's 3 points in this one. Williamson hits it out to the line.
O'Hare with the forward 50 entry.
Schaefer on the ball.
And the ball being fought on the 1 metre out from the Austin Crows goal line here, and we will have a throw-in. Very dangerous territory here for the Quebec Saints. We'll be looking to rush it for a point or surge it out of that area. And they rush it over the boundary line for another throw-in. Good work there by the Quebec Saints ruckwomen and defenders.
So able to gain some space are the Crows.
And it's actually a shot on goal here for Austin. And she centres the ball. Very contested here at the Austin Crows goal square. Lots of bodies going over the football here. Great desperation by the players from both sides. Putting their bodies on the line and fighting for it. We'll have another ball up here, deep inside the Austin forward 50. And this is a scenario we can often see where the ball will get trapped here and we'll have repeat stoppages where both teams are just desperately fighting to get possession. And we actually have a free kick from the ruck contest going the way of the Austin Crows ruckman Barbara Williamson from around 10 metres directly straight in front. We've seen Quebec miss from similar angles and we're going to see if she can put this through, which will put Austin in the lead.
Can't get more directly in front than this. Kick from the square.
And she misses it to the right hand side. So obviously this breeze is playing a lot bigger role than...
At this point, other than territorial advantage, I don't think you can call it an advantage for either side with this wind.
Both teams struggling to have set shots on goal at this point. It's been a real issue so far.
But Austin Crows knock it down to a 2-point margin. It's 1-3-9 the Saints, 1-1-7 the Crows on the Watch AFL scoreboard.
And Haley Jones with the surging kick out, recovered by Austin, and that will go over the line. Great tackle by the Quebec Saints player there to force it into another boundary throw-in. So like Austin did in the first half, Quebec will be looking to just chip it forward and scrap it against this breeze. It'll be very hard to get perfect skill execution. O'Hare surging it forward for Austin, and that will be a boundary throw-in, the ball landing just inside the field of play. Very tight contest here. Both teams coming into this game undefeated, 3-0. So both very worthy teams looking to win this championship. Ball throw in to both rucks. Good tap down. O'Hare first onto the ball but gets blocked out by the Quebec ruckwoman. Desperate on the ground. And great tackle by O'Hare. We'll have another stoppage. Ball goes up, tapped directly down, immediately out of bounds. This has been a great start to the quarter by both ruckmans, Williamson and Ratowski, both battling out. Ball goes over the back and it spills. O'Hare's been everywhere for Austin, and I think she doesn't get herself a free kick. We'll have another stoppage here. So both teams, players putting themselves on the line. This is exactly what we like to see, a good game of football. Rucks hit it to the ground, and we have Terse there first on the scene for the Austin Crows. Sapiro getting it forward, and that will be a throw and go the way of the Quebec Saints. We have Isabel Kleinbub getting her free kick here, and against this breeze will be interesting to see what she can do, Patrick.
One pushed out wide. Levicharski got a hand to it. O'Hare lost the ball, and it'll be incorrect disposal called against the Crows.
And number 35 will take the kick. Unfortunately, we do not have her name on the team sheet. She had a shot on goal in the first half for Quebec, and she will kick that down the line. Big contest of plays here. Big fly. No one able to take the mark. O'Hare back on the ground, smothered by the Quebec Saints player. And we'll have another stoppage. A ball up here on the wing within the Quebec Saints attacking half. And Williamson able to tap that one forward to the advantage of her Austin players. And 57, Autumn Swinger there, able to get the ball forward, but Austin come right back into the hands of Rachel Welburn, and she gets tackled. Great tackle by the Quebec Saints player there. And that will be holding the ball. Fantastic work in the middle of the field. Quebec being physical all game. And she's able to get the ball forward into the centre forward line for Quebec. Nearly a mark taken there. Off hands. Great tackle there. Great hit by Hayley Jones. Able to get the ball forward. And we have a free kick here going the way of Autumn Swigger for a dangerous tackle. And a conversation going on with the Austin player Lisa Rigetts here in the umpire. So Swigger will take the kick, looking to put Austin, and gives it to Jones, one of their key players here in this game so far, with a great kick, but that's intercepted well by Barbara Williamson, the ruck woman. And she will kick it onto this close side wing here, diving by Rigetts, not able to take the mark, fumbled, tackle there, and we have Claim Bob with the kick forward. Great mark taken by number 35. Quebec unable to get into their forward 50 so far against this strong breeze, but they've been very promising start to this second half. And we have a contest here. Quebec able to get it forward into their forward 50, and we have a spilt mark. The ball is still live. Able to get the handball out, and O'Hare able to just clear the ball out. And the Austin defence is able to breathe a sigh of relief with that one. And we'll have a boundary throw in. And we have a great throw in there by the boundary umpire. Williamson able to body Ratowski out. And there is a tackle without the ball. This will be a free kick going the way of the Austin Crows.
So still a 2-point ball game, about halfway through the second half.
And that's a great smother. Jones has been very influential for Quebec so far. And the ball's into the Quebec forward line. Off hands here on the ground. Few bodies flying around. This is really a contested ball right now. Hayley Jones sitting out the back, not able to get her hands on the peel. Both players from both sides working very hard right now. Rush kick forward by Austin, straight into the lap of Anderson. And O'Hare able again to get it forward out of that forward 50 for Quebec, the way of Austin. Ratowski with the surge kick forward, but that is intercepted by number 11, Sosa. Jaden Sosa, that is. Who's able to get it forward for Austin, and they're chipping it through the midfield now, courtesy of Elizabeth Toms, who was massive in the first half for the Crows. Ball tumbling into the Austin Crows forward 50. This is number 33, Parsons, kicking it forward, surging it on. She's tapping it. We have an opportunity here off her foot, and that will go across the goal face. And we have the Quebec defence able to just hold strong. The ball is still live here, but they're able, Quebec, at time again, able to just prevent Austin from getting the ball through there. And we will have a boundary throw in here in the Quebec 50. Sorry, Austin forward 50. Missed opportunity there, I believe, Patrick. And the throw-in's a good one. Ratowski able to get her hands onto the peel. A live ball here. Quick surge by Quebec forward. Williamson is on the scene for Austin. She is tackled. Tom's right there in the middle of it, O'Hare. And we'll have a ball up here on the Austin forward flank. And we have a high tackle going the way of Lindsay Terse, who will look to deliver into the Austin forward 50. Kick by Terse, very wide, but onto the chest. Onto the chest of number 12, Jacqueline Schaefer. Great kick. Able to just keep it right inside the boundary. Look at what she does here.
It's 50.
Wow. 50-metre penalty here will put her directly in front. A bit of an angle here, 45-degree angle, but really 2-3 metres out from goal. And we'll see the goalpost. You can see her wobbling, and she comes in and she kicks the goal. Jacqueline Schaefer putting Austin in the lead with that great kick. 50-metre penalty helping her out there, but that is great by the Austin Crows. And the score now sits 2-1. 2-1, 13 to 139, the way of the Austin Crows. And we'll have another ball up here. Very costly 50-metre penalty, that one, as we have another centre bounce. Great attack by both Ruckman and Jones out of the middle, bursting. She's providing so much uplift for her team, but the Austin defence able to repel straight back. O'Hare's there at the drop of the ball, not able to take it. Sockers it forward. Williamson going in hard. And that is a fantastic tackle. Number 16, Isabel Senecal for the Quebec Saints. They're really working hard to stay in this one. This is a very even matchup. She gets the ball forward, and it's of course Jones again. She's been massive for this second half. No one standing the mark, so she gets the ball on her boot forward into the Quebec forward line. They're on the half forward line now. Quebec just tapping it forward in desperation. And we have a live ball here. Bodies flying everywhere. And it looks like holding the ball will go the way of the Quebec Saints. And against this breeze, this will likely not put them within range. And it looks like we're having a throw up, ball up now. And we have a kick going forward here. Quebec able to retain possession. Jones, I believe. Rutowski able to get her hands up. And Quebec able to just surge it forward, but into the hands of O'Hare, who takes a great mark. She's been fantastic in defence for the Austin Crows this quarter. But that is not her best kick. That is going out on the full, so Quebec will retain possession and look to go forward here. And that's a fantastic kick, paid to number 35. And Quebec will look to go inside their forward 50 with this kick. Good kick against the breeze, off hands, but the ball's all tied up, and we will have another stoppage within the Quebec forward 50.
It's a 4-point margin. Less than 5 minutes to go in this half. 5 minutes to the full-time siren. It's a 4-point game.
And Tom's getting it out on the boot. Forward, and there's a free Austin player here who's got it out the back. She's soccering it on. Number 33, Olivia Parsons, what can she do? Not able to get possession, but she's able to flick it up eventually, and the ball is still live. And we have Toms following up her own work. Great sell through the middle, and Austin go inside their forward 50. We have number 43 able to get pushed off the ball, and that's a free kick given away by Krista Kent. And this will be going the way of Catherine Rowe, who can take a set shot, and this is a massive kick here. She's roughly 25 metres out on an angle, but this breeze is picking up again. As we've seen in the first half, this is not an easy kick by any means. The Austin full forward, able to have a kick here, which will be massive within the scheme of this game. And she comes in, puts it up, not able to make the distance, tapped over the line, live on the line, and Quebec able to save it. We have a live ball here, and the Quebec defenders able to work this out. And Austin able to get it back into the hands of number 11. Another 450 entry. A dropped mark there by Quebec. O'Hare with the ball. Snap on goal. And that will bounce forward for a behind. Great work by the Quebec defenders, able to put her under pressure. And we have a kick out here by Krista Kent, who will leave it on the ground for her teammate in Larissa Andrusen to kick it out. And with that point, that will push it to a 5-point game. Live ball here on the wing. Austin looking to go back in. Great kick. Fantastic kick right into the arms of Samantha Whitford, who will look to go inside the 450 and really put a mark on this game for the Austin Crows. Not a lot of minutes remaining. Kick inside the 450. We have a live ball here, 10 metres out. Very contested. Players flying everywhere. Quick soccer out. Pure desperation here from both teams, but a surge kick out from Quebec. Dropped mark there by number 59. Gonzalez. Ball going forward, but we have Terse able to get the ball back in the Austin 450. But it looks like we have a free kick downfield, which will go to number 55, Hayley Jones. There's not a lot of time in this game left, so Hayley looks to rush and put the ball on the boot to go forward, but straight into the arms of an Austin defender who goes forward. And there's a live ball here in the midfield, both teams working desperately. Both players from both sides throwing their bodies on the line, and it looks like we will have a stoppage here. Free kick to Jones. Jones forward again. She is doing everything she can for Quebec. And we have a settle there and a great tackle by number 3, Lisa Regetz. But she has given away the free kick. So Matilda Anderson will go forward for Quebec. And we have, dropped mark. Number 35 gets the ball forward. And we have a mark paid very late by the umpire. So that will not be a 50. But that will be going the way of Elizabeth Toms, who has been an absolute rock in defence for the Austin Crows. Then we have quite under a minute here remaining. Just over a minute, sorry. We are entering the last minute of this game. Toms puts Austin forward. Great contest there. Number 63. Championship on the line. O'Hare over the ball. Austin going forward. And that is the siren. We have the final siren here. The Austin Crows have won the Women's Division 2 Championship. Absolute scenes here as all the Austin players rejoice. What a fantastic game from both sides. Quebec unfortunately able to capitalise with the wind in the first quarter. But we have had some standout performance here today. Teams will be very proud from both sides.
That was clinical, Daniel. Awesome job.
Thank you.
I definitely could not have done better. I was going to chime in, but you're doing so well. I had to let you go.
Thank you.
So congratulations to the Austin Crows winning the Women's Division 2. Final score here from Field 2. 2-2-14 the Crows. 1-3-9 the Quebec Saints. And that'll wrap it up here on Field 2. Thank you for watching all day here from the United States Australian Football League National Championships. Be sure to tune in to the Coopersfield stream for the Women's Division 1 and Men's Division 1 Grand Finals coming up after this. And for Patrick Machado and my friend Daniel, thank you so much for joining.